Hello guys, welcome back. I had an interesting day today. I played the Tomb experience for you guys. I uploaded that and I went and I looked for free apps and I downloaded two. I played one. It was pretty broken, but it's like pre-beta stage, so I was nice as possible. I decided, oh, I'll have Kismet do my fortune, right? That woman hates me. She always gets a tower for me no matter which cards I pick. And she's always sure it means something terrible. She takes the worst possible view of the cards. I've noticed it already. And she doesn't leave them up long enough for you to formulate your own interpretation. And I got the tower last for my future. And she's sure it means disaster is coming. She actually told me disaster is coming. And that the foundations of things are crumbling. And that it's going to be terrible and dramatic and dreadful. But at least it'll be over soon. I thought that is an extremely poor way to read cards. There's ethics involved, even if you would see, and trust me, if somebody's reading your cards, they're not like seeing some terrible thing coming at you, but even if you would see something in the cards and you would have some kind of insight, you don't just straight out say, oh, you're gonna die tomorrow. Yeah. So pay me now, cash, okay? You don't do that. You don't, scare people. And then I went into the stars, so I thought, well, maybe she'll make up for it. Same exact reading I got every time I've done it. So the one you saw, I got that. It's just the card at the end that changes. She will not shut up about Mars, and I think, Mars Aries is getting kind of angry at this point. Because it's actually a time for us to take opportunity of change. So it's a good time to, go out and do stuff. And so, she's kind of limited in how she interprets things, which is kind of frustrating. But I did beat her at that game, so I showed her. And, it was just interesting, because I even thought her interpretation sounded kind of traumatic, terrifying. And keep in mind, when you're playing with something like that, it's like William Shatner playing with that devil-headed fortune teller in the Twilight Zone. It's about that authentic. But I did ask Hermes, I said, on the off chance that there's something to this. And he's like, But the change she was predicting, this dire disaster, the Dollar General already opened. My friend called me excited twice. It already opened. So there you go. That's how accurate she is. And Hermes was in a reward system. He said, if you can promise me that you are not going up today, because I had thought of going somewhere today, because like I said, we had a little extra set aside. And he says, you can promise me you're not going anywhere tomorrow. And I thought, that's a weird promise to extract from me, but okay. He says, I want you to get this one game. And it's called The Blue. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but it's kind of like having IMAX. It's so nice. Basically, you're in an ocean environment, and the first you're in a lovely coral reef, and this is just... It's not one of those things, guys, that I wish I could put a VR set on all your heads, because you can look all around you and see the coral reef and interact with the anemones and stuff and, touch them, and they go, oop! And, the fishies swim up to you, but if you try to touch them, they swim away. And there's just some other amazing stuff you see in that one. And then there's a whale counter with beautiful humpback whale. I believe it's humpback whales or blue whale. I don't know. But it's a big whale. So you get to encounter the whale. And, yeah, it's a humpback. I'm right. I sometimes get them confused. Anyhow. Then your third one is like a deep sea adventure, and there's like the lanternfish and all these other fish, and it builds up, and the music's real beautiful, and it's the end. I actually screamed at the end because it scared me. It's actually not that scary, and it's actually an animal I love dearly, but it just popped out of nowhere, and I screamed. And Hermes and Loki were like, yeah, I'm sure Poseidon's real impressed with you right now. So yeah, that was interesting. And then after you played it once, it unlocked a ability to go through and take pictures of everything, which I did because I'm a photographer. And you could slow down time, so that was interesting. And then when you played it through that way, you unlock the ability to go and just chill in two of the environments for as long as you want. which I thought was really cool. So it's well worth it. I got it full price. I didn't get it when it was on sale because I was too busy snapping up cheaper titles. But I had passed up Wilson's Heart when it was on Deal of the Day, and Hermie said, I know you really wanted that game, but you really wanted this one too, so go ahead, pick it up because you have saved the money. So that was neat. And I know the Dollar General's open, but my friend's so excited that it's open because we have nothing in this town. This is like it for stores in town, unless you consider like the gas stations or the Dairy Queen. So it'll be nice to be able to go up there, but I will take Hermie's advice and I will keep my promise to him because I know not to go back on a promise to the gods, so I'm going to chill for tomorrow. And then in a couple of days, if I feel like going up and seeing what they have, I'll go up and I'll see what they have, but I'm not in any hurry yet. So it was a really good day today, and it's nice to know that if I want the option of the Dollar General, it's open now. We've actually gone back and forth. One of the nice things about Walmart is I can get everything delivered to my door. I don't have to walk up a hill and, try to then navigate downhill with groceries. But, we'll see. They said the prices were pretty good, and they were pretty good, but, from what she told me, but I'm like, well, maybe if I need a small thing here and there, because it's certainly cheaper than the gas station, but I thought, it's really not practical for me to try to go up there and get, like, say, a cart full of groceries and try to bring it home or something. But overall, I'm glad it's there. I think maybe if that fortune meant anything, and again, remember, it's only a video game, it was the grand idea I had of, like, maybe dumping Walmart for a while, and shopping up there might not quite work out as well as I thought it would. So, we'll see. I'm really not all that jazzed to get up there. I'm like, now that it's open, I'm like, oh, okay, it's open. Good. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Loki has been around, but he's definitely making sure, like I said, all the gods are back in their place and everything. And he's making sure I do a lot of work with Hermes, because he's like, you're working with him now. You guys have realized already he does that. He had me working with Paulo, he had me working with Inori, whoever he thinks needs to be my teacher for a while, that's who I work with. Though Hermes seems to be much more stubborn than any other god, God's bless him, they've ever worked with, so I don't know that once Loki thinks the lesson is over, Hermes is going anywhere. But, I've enjoyed working with him. He's like Loki in that he's a teacher, obviously, but that he's more fair in a way, and he's more balanced. If you meet his conditions, he'll then reward you, where Loki's like, you met the conditions, you want a reward? Shut up, Loki. Yeah. Loki, I love Loki. You all know that I adore Loki, but he can be a little harsher at times than you think a god should be. He doesn't think that we always deserve special rewards or anything. And just as I say that, he'll turn around and do something random, but he tends to be a little harsher with me because he's my patron, so he's like, he's not going to reward me for doing what he expected me to do in the first place. But Hermes not having that role can be a little more lax and be like, you did good, here's a reward. And Loki he seems to be watching very carefully and making sure that I'm not, like, doing anything extravagant, but as long as he approves, it seems to be going fine. And the weird thing is, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but my fridge is running super quietly. It's not like it's stopped, it's like it's running super quietly. So either I'm going profoundly deaf, or one of the gods fixed the fridge. I'm serious. I mean, it used to be like the loudest fridge. It used to sound like those old machines that had the chicken in them and they had the eggs and you put the quarter in and you go, it used to sound like that all day long. Now it runs super quiet. I don't know. I have no idea. I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. I think it means something good, though. I'm going to be positive about this. So we were doing positive work, doing a lot of Pinterest, and we did the blue, which was super relaxing. We'll probably end up bringing that to you because it is pretty awesome, and I enjoy the ability as long as we have the channel, to bring you guys VR, because, you know, I know a lot of people don't have it, and I know it's, you know, it's not easy to go out and get a system or a really expensive phone or however you would play it. I'm hoping it gets to the point where it's like super cheap, or it gets to the point where, you know, anybody can afford to play it, because it's really relaxing, and it was really soothing. I actually ended up getting it because somebody on Steam said that, you know, their autistic spectrum, and it really helped them calm down. And I've never been diagnosed, but I've been told by people with autism I'm like definitely in the spectrum, so I don't know, but it definitely did calm me down. I love the sea, I love the water. The one game I told you about today, that's, you know, it's like pre-beta stage. As soon as I heard the water, I was in the water and playing in the water and everything else. You can't keep me out of the water. I've no idea why. I'm an ear sign. So, you know, go figure. But we had a good day. So that was good. So if you guys like what you see, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and just, you know, hang in there. We're going through a transition phase right now, everybody. But especially if you've got some new gods coming in, we're going through kind of like a transition. I think the gods are finally figuring out that they can press their luck as much as they want now, even though we saw that weird thing in the news today about, unless that was a joke, about protecting religious people, read Christians, and that Christians shouldn't be forced to do things like wait on gay people or something. I don't know, it was horrifying. But other than having clowns that don't believe in, you know, separation of church and state, which is supposed to be the law in this country, I think it'll turn out okay. I think it will. I think this will be one time the atheists will come in really handy, because they'll say, oh no, you don't. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.